Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies as we continue with part 20, Fiery World 2, from A Rosicrucian Speaks by Joseph J. Weed. Fiery World 2, New York, January 1949. Recently, some tests were conducted wherein a signal was broadcast by shortwave radio, and the echo or reflections of this signal was picked up from the moon 4 seconds later by radar. This is remarkable chiefly because it proves, beyond any shadow of a doubt, the existence of a conducting medium between our Earth and the moon. It proves other things too, such as the distance of the moon from the Earth and the high efficiency of radar. But we are not concerned with these right now. Let us suppose that when the U.S. Army men were operating the radar equipment that received these signals from the moon, they become aware of a new and different set of signals coming in from outer space. Let us assume that these signals were fully deciphered and discovered to be coming from intelligent beings of another world, not even in our own universe. These beings becoming interested in us, want to know what we are like and what our world is like. But unfortunately, no one thing on their world is like ours. There exists no basis for comparison or contrast. Now, if the problem were put to you, how would you go about describing our world to them? It would be difficult, would it not? You wouldn't even start by assuming the most elementary concepts such as day and night, white and black, because probably there are no such pairs of opposites where they are. Consider then how much more difficult it would be to describe our world and all its many peoples and their inventions and cultures and arts and sciences and ideas. Now even greater is the problem of bringing a description of the fiery world to us. It is far vaster than our physical universe and far richer in the mazes of its complexities. There are no barren wastelands, no empty spots, no vacuums. All of the intervening space, if you can call it that, between here and anywhere you can imagine, is literally teeming with life far more complex and richer than anything we know. The masters have tried to tell us of the fiery world. Many volumes have been written endeavoring to put into words understandable to us some limited facts and information about this universe. From the few items thus transmitted, it can be realized how difficult it is for our physical consciousness to comprehend very much about this great world. Yet we must try to understand, for only by this effort will we eventually rise our consciousness and vibratory rate to a point where we may enter the fiery world freely and dwell there. Actually, there is a part of us, a spark within us, called the divine spark, which belongs to the fiery world. It came from there and eventually must return there, either with or without our ego, which it presently animates. It is most important for us to attune with this divine spark and grow closer to it, and for this reason we are urged to acquaint ourselves with the fiery world and its laws. Now, don't make the mistake that fire as we know it, or electricity, or lightning, is a direct manifestation of the fiery world. It is not. It is a manifestation in our physical world of low-grade fire. We can see fire and lightning with our own eyes and feel them burn and hear the sounds they produce, and therefore they are physical and belong in the realm of our five senses. The fiery world is actually a higher world, and the name fiery is applied to it because the action and appearance of fire most closely approximates the action and appearance of this great inner universe when it is apprehended by our own inner vision. There are two avenues of approach to understand the fiery world: the spiritual approach and the scientific approach. The spiritual we already know something about. The scientific will be developed in the future. Actually, many apparati are possible of creation right this very day. Apparati which would begin to open the door to the fiery world, but the consciousness of mankind, steeped in ignorance and superstition, will not permit it. All approaches to the fiery world are dangerous to some degree, and heroism is needed on this path. Indeed, heroism is needed anywhere the truth is. Our aspirations carry us along the road to the spiritual approach. They lead us to the opportunities for fiery labor. All of us have been aware at one time or another of the tension present during fiery labor. We know it is not possible to withstand this tension for long in the physical body. Yet these tensions must be built up and then eased, built up and eased, over and over again. Each time a higher pitch, a greater degree of tension is possible. But to relax and turn away at the proper time, a strong intuition is needed, a ready ear to the counsel of one's guide. In our work, it is important not only to seek these tensions, but to accept and recognize them when they come. The threads of the spirit are spread far more widely than people think. The manifestations may come more often than you suspect. Therefore, we are urged to write down all the sensations and strivings of the spirit. From such writings, significant deductions are often possible, and it is mainly through pure human striving, your striving, that eventually a most marvelous world will be produced. On our physical level, we must rally all our strength in order to preserve a coordination with the fiery forces. This may be accomplished by the most simple acts. A maintaining of calm in the midst of excitement and turmoil is one outstanding example. A refusal to react to an attack by another, like Christ turning the other cheek. An open-hearted giving of time, energy, and possessions are fiery acts leading to an attunement with the fiery world. They are simple enough in themselves, yet we frequently find them most difficult to perform. Actually, they are individual attempts to bring balance into an unbalanced or chaotic situation. They are our contributions to the work of hierarchy. Has not the Master said, "Above all else, I am concerned with the imbalance of the world"? Have you ever ridden in a small rowing skiff or canoe? These craft must be properly balanced or they will capsize. Think how difficult your task would be if you had a wild one aboard who deliberately tried to upset your craft. What a tense striving would be necessary to maintain the proper balance. Yet this is exactly the condition which hierarchy faces in the world today. In spite of their greatest efforts, there are those who deliberately rock the boat. Many countries are governed by mad men. Millions of murders are being committed. What a labor for hierarchy to reestablish balance, circumstances. Even the little you and I can do is sorely needed. Let us, therefore, each one of us endeavor to bring balance and peace to our environment, both by our physical action and psychic control. This latter, as you know, is best accomplished by heart energy. Of course, it has been correctly stated that all balance is achieved through the heart, and this, to some degree, explains the statement that the heart is the most direct gateway to the fiery world. The great ones try to tell us things which will benefit us personally and also benefit all humankind, but because of our limited understanding, they have to talk all around the point at times. A direct statement of truth is frequently incomprehensible to us. We have to be led to the unknown through the things which we know. We know the heart and can locate it within our breast. If we can successfully place our consciousness within our hearts, we will begin to understand many things which we have read and which have been told us. We will begin to appreciate how balance may be achieved in a disturbed situation by means of heart energy, and we will also realize why the heart is said to be the gateway to the fiery world. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating towards the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.